cả các bạn. Cảm ơn các bạn hôm nay đã quay lại với kênh video của mình. Thì ngày hôm nay mình xin phép được chia sẻ cho các bạn về một kiếp nạn, không phải là gọi là thoát kiếp nạn của mình, về sữa của nhà Miu Miu Gold của công ty Hương Khánh. Thì các bạn còn nhớ hai video trước là mình có chia sẻ cho các bạn một loại sữa, đó là sữa Gold IQ của trẻ em, dành cho các bé từ 1 đến 15 tuổi đó, và một loại sữa bổ sung canxi cho người già và độ tuổi là từ 30 tuổi trở lên có thể uống được, đúng các bạn đó. Thì sau hai kiếp nạn này mình rất là sợ. Sau hai kiếp nạn mà mình đã bị vật vã thì mình được tặng một cái hộp sữa Sure Gold này. Thì các bạn biết không, tại cái thời điểm mình nói thật là thời điểm đó là cũng gọi là may, rất là may. Như lần trước mình có chia sẻ với các bạn thì hai cái loại kia mình uống thử mình đều bị đau bụng, bị đau bụng, bị đi ngoài, đúng các bạn. Thì đến cái hộp sữa này thì đợt gần đấy là cái hộp này là mình bị ốm, mình nhập cấp cứu ở viện. Thì có một người quen đến nhà chơi, thì cái cô này cô đi giao sữa này, thì cô hỏi thăm thì cô mới biết là mình đang bị nhập viện. Thì đúng lúc đấy là ba mình bảo là đi ra mua sữa hộp, sữa Ensure mang lên viện cho mình. Thì cô bảo là cô có một cái hộp sữa này thì thôi cô cho cháu để uống cho nó khỏe người. Tại vì đây là sữa Sure Gold, là sữa là cung cấp chất dinh dưỡng đặc biệt dành cho những người đang cần hồi phục sức khỏe, giống như mình đang ở trong cấp cứu. Thì ba mình ok, ba mình thấy vậy, ba mình ok thì nghĩ là Sure Gold này thì thật sự là các bạn biết là các cụ bây giờ thì các cụ không phân biệt được những cái hàng nhập nào, hàng nhập khẩu hay là hàng chuẩn nội địa đâu. Thì không phải như thanh niên họ tìm hiểu kỹ thì cứ thấy chữ Sure Gold mình cứ nghĩ là Ensure rồi, thế là mang về cho mình uống. Thật sự là vẫn phúc tổ ba đời luôn các bạn ạ, thật sự luôn. Là lúc đấy là mình kiểu mình nuột người đi nhưng mà mình uống cái này vào mình thấy nó quen. Tại vì các bạn biết không, uống vào ba vị này nó mùi nó không khác gì nhau luôn, thật sự. Mình có nghĩa là cái hương vị mà nó làm các bạn ạ, cái hương vị và cái mùi họ làm giống như kiểu họ làm một công thức giống như nhau nhưng mà ví dụ như là cái râu iq thì nó sẽ có thêm DHA, tính chất DHA, còn canxi thì nó không có DHA. Còn cái Sure Gold này thì thành phần của nó sẽ là đây này, mình sẽ cho các bạn xem. Đâu rồi nhỉ, thành phần nó ghi ở đâu nhỉ? Đây, nó chỉ có bảng thành phần như thế này thôi. Bảng thành phần thì có clip này, protein này, canxi này, kali, kẽm này, đây là vitamin tổng hợp B4 này, đó, sắt này, đó, vitamin A, B6, C, D3, E, K1, B1, B12 và B7. B12 chiếm đến 100 mg. Đó. Cũng thành phần cũng pha là 5 thìa cho 180 ml. Đó. Và khi mà mình uống cái sản phẩm này thì thật sự là rất trộm vía, mình không bị đi ngoài, cũng coi như là không bị đau bụng. Thì không biết là do mình hợp sữa hay là do sau 2 lần vật vã mà mình sử dụng hai cái kia nó không thành nên lần này nó thành hay sao bạn ạ. Lúc đấy là mình đang nhập viện, phải một ngày mình truyền đến 8 chai nước mà kiểu nước truyền nước truyền mà kiểu nước gọi là nước giữ, người ta gọi là nước giữ ven của nước biển nên kiểu nước biển các bạn, truyền 8 chai nó một ngày để giữ ven và truyền thuốc vào. Một ngày mình phải thay một ven một lần, tại vì truyền nhiều quá nó bị kiểu hỏng cái ven luôn, đến mức đấy mà các bạn. Thì mình uống cái này vào thì mình không có cảm giác là bị đi ngoài hay đau bụng gì cả. Mình nói thật lúc đấy cơ thể mình rất là yếu rồi, đề kháng mình rất là yếu rồi, mà còn bị cái vấn đề nữa thì chắc không lết khỏi giường, không biết đi về đâu luôn. Thì hôm đấy ba mình có pha cho mình 2 cốc thì mình bảo là quái lạ sao lúc đấy là thật sự mệt nhưng mà vẫn không nói lên lời được các bạn ạ. Nhưng mà khi uống khi ngồi dậy uống mà nó hút thì đâu nằm uống thì mình mới thấy là sao cái vị sữa này nó quen quá, hình như mình uống ở đâu rồi. Tại vì mình đã thử hai cái loại kia nhưng mà mình thử cũng khá lâu rồi các bạn ạ, chứ không phải là mới thử. cũng thử khá lâu rồi, mình nói lại sữa này cũng có quen nên mình cứ kệ cứ uống thôi. Xong mà đến ngày thứ 3 thì 2 ngày hôm đấy ba mình không lên thì chỉ có ông xã mình với mẹ mình lên chăm mình thôi. Thì lúc đấy thì mình không thèm uống sữa, tại vì lúc đấy là người mình đã bắt đầu ăn được cháo rồi đó, nên là không uống sữa nữa, tại vì chỉ muốn uống nước kiểu nước lọc với nước trái cây thôi, không uống sữa. Thì đến khi mình tỉnh xong, mình ra mình xem hộp sữa của mình vẫn là dòng chữ đấy, nguyên liệu nhập khẩu từ New Zealand và được Bộ Y tế chứng nhận. Tự nhiên cái tỉnh lại liền à, trời ơi tỉnh queo lại luôn, tự nhiên đang mơ hồ cái tỉnh luôn các bạn ạ. Thật sự tỉnh giống như kiểu là đã trải qua 2 kiếp nạn này, đến kiếp nạn thứ 3 là kiểu hết hồn đấy các bạn ạ. Cái mình mới thắc mắc là hay là lần trước giờ mình uống sữa này, mà các bạn có tin không, lúc đó mình liều đến mức mình lại không hiểu tại sao nha, dù là mình biết cái vấn đề là mình đang chuẩn, mình gọi là mình thử lại cái này á, có nghĩa là mình tự nhiên không hiểu động lực nào để cho mình thử lại thêm một cốc nữa. Chắc là nghĩa là đang ở trong bệnh viện nên là thành ra là cứ thử, có gì cùng lắm có bác sĩ đúng không các bạn, đó kiểu vậy đấy. Pha hẳn 5 thìa, cũng chỉ pha 180 nước thôi chứ không pha hơn nhé, không đúng chơi đúng đủ liều luôn, không bị làm sao luôn các bạn ạ, không hề bị làm sao. Nhưng mà uống vào trong miệng nó vẫn có mùi hơi chua chua, có nghĩa là nó vẫn có cái cảm giác bị chua chua trong miệng. Thì uống không bị làm sao cả, nhưng mà về sau đấy khi mà về nhà thì mình bảo thôi lỡ rồi, thì lúc đấy thì mình có cầm cái sữa này, mình ra đưa cho bác sĩ và mình nhờ cái cô y tá ở đấy uống thử. Thì cô bảo em uống cũng có mùi hơi bị chua chua. Sau khi uống hết bạn chỉ cần uống một ngụm nhé, xong bắt đầu bạn để một lúc bạn chấp lại thì bạn sẽ thấy có mùi chua, chứ còn không phải như cái sữa cho bạn uống vào thì nó sẽ có mùi ngọt của sữa đúng không. Đó, đây uống vào xong một lúc sau khi mà hết sữa là bạn sẽ thấy nó hơi có mùi chua chua một tí. Thì bác y tá bảo em cũng uống thấy cũng hơi mùi chua chua, nhưng mà cái bạn đấy bạn uống cái sữa đấy cũng không bị sao cả. Đó, nên là mình thắc mắc là tại vì sao 2 hộp sữa kia của mình nó lại bị như vậy. Thì mình về nhà mình có uống hết một cái hộp này, thì uống hết một hộp này trong vòng gần 2 tháng là hết một hộp, gần 2 tháng hết một hộp. Tại một ngày mình chỉ uống một lần buổi tối, nhưng mà mình tránh trường hợp đấy là mình sẽ đổi thành tầm buổi trưa tầm hơn 9 giờ, là hơn ăn sáng xong mà hơn 9 giờ mình sẽ uống một cốc. Thì thay vì là uống 5 thìa 180 đúng không, thì mình sẽ pha khoảng 3 thìa thôi, mình pha trong vòng 100ml sữa, 120ml nước cộng với lại 3 thìa sữa, mình chỉ uống như thế thôi. Thì sau khi hết một hộp thì 2 tháng thì mình chỉ có bị đi ngoài là khoảng tầm 3 đến 4 lần thôi, có nghĩa là mình không đi nhiều, nó mấy ngày sau mới đi một lần các bạn, mấy ngày sau mới đi một lần. Mà đi ra cái phân nó rất là chua, kiểu mình đi ra mình cảm thấy cái mùi nó chua, nó không phải như mỗi lần đi bình thường các bạn ạ, nó dạng như vậy. Thì sau khi mà cô đấm ăn xôi, tại vì tích tiền mà, cô đấm ăn xôi thì uống hết một hộp này xong là mình không dám mua lại lần 2 nữa. Đó, nhưng mà mình có thấy là có rất là nhiều người họ vẫn mua, có như là ở quê mình á, thì đi vào nhà nào người ta cũng hầu như cũng có một hộp như thế này, một hộp canxi cho người lớn, chứ còn mà bổ sung dinh dưỡng này thì không có, mà hầu như là toàn sữa canxi như thế này các bạn này. Họ uống, những người già họ uống cái này. Đó, thì mình nghĩ là chắc là do cơ thể của mình nó chưa phù hợp với lại cái sữa này, nhưng mà cũng hơi rén các bạn ạ, thật sự rất là rén luôn á. Uống xong mà kiểu như là không biết là nội tạng mình có vấn đề gì hay không. Và sau khi mà thời gian uống này xong, các bạn biết ngày hôm đấy là ngày nào mình cũng uống 2,5 lít đến thậm chí 3 lít nước một ngày, và mình bổ sung thêm siêu vi tảo nữa để cho kiểu nó hồi phục sức khỏe này, và nó thanh lọc đi những cái cặn ở trong cơ thể mình đào thải ra bên ngoài. Nó cũng hơi sợ các bạn ạ, mà cũng không dám thử lần thứ 2 nữa. Nên là mình có lời khuyên thật sự là không phải là mình chê sữa này, mình không chê, nhưng mà bản thân của mình nó không hợp thôi. Thì bạn nào á, mình nói thật là mình rút kinh nghiệm là bạn nào nếu mà muốn thử cái sữa này thì các bạn nếu mà xem bảng thành phần thì nó khá ok các bạn nhé, bảng thành phần của nó là tuyệt vời luôn. Nó không khác gì hàng nhập khẩu luôn các bạn ạ, hàng chuẩn, nó không khác gì thành phần hàng chuẩn của nhập khẩu luôn. Còn trong này nó có thật hay không thì làm sao mình biết được, đúng không các bạn. Đó, cái nữa là nếu mà các bạn muốn thử thì các bạn sẽ uống ít lại, ví dụ như thay vì các bạn uống một lần là 5 muỗng sữa thì các bạn hạn chế lại khoảng 2 muỗng hoặc 3 muỗng mà thôi. Các bạn pha loãng các bạn uống để các bạn xem cơ thể các bạn có thích nghi, nó có hợp hay không, chứ đừng uống như mình là uống theo hướng dẫn của nhà sử dụng là 5 thìa một lần. Thì lúc đấy mà kiểu như là nó không hợp thì nó lại gây ảnh hưởng đến bản thân mình các bạn ạ. Vì vậy là thật sự bây giờ mình rút kinh nghiệm là uống những cái loại mà sữa mà kiểu như ở Việt Nam sản xuất những cái này mà nếu mà không có tên tuổi lớn ấy, như Vinamilk thì uống thoải mái đúng không, nó có tên tuổi rồi. Những cái loại mà không có tên tuổi lớn như thế này thì các bạn nên giảm cái liều lượng uống lại để cho xem các bạn thân mình nó có thích nghi được hay không. Đó, cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi nhá, chào tạm biệt các bạn.
What makes you feel old about watching TV?
Well, music, there's no guitar solos anymore. And then for some reason, with all this technology, millennials, if you take a full water bottle and you flip it in the air and it lands upright, they run out of the room like they just saw a witch. And I'm in the middle of watching the World Series, and out of nowhere, they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden, everybody stands up. No, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy.
What your take is on Joe Biden?
His hand's on woman's hip, right? And then you take the picture and you just start writing a bunch of creepy shit about what he's doing. It's not like he went for side boob. He wasn't like sliding up. No, it's a total overreaction.
Is that the face someone makes when they're going for side boob?
I would think so, you know.
Here he's go. Conan's going for it.
I would say 13% of people on the internet are cool. The rest of them, they're just a bunch of animals. Why would you want to talk to them?
Wait, you're saying only 13% of people
are cool. 13% are cool. The other 87% are writing horrific stuff under YouTube videos. They're assholes.
Yeah. It's worse than that for people. Everyone's got an iPhone, you know?
Hey, look. No, I can't say that. I was going to say he's gone. They still came out with another one, right? That's true, right? Oh, look, when David Lee Roth left Van Halen, could Eddie not play guitar anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a good analogy.
Women are so overrated, right? We went from we went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that Believe women. It's like all of them.
Going around saying that 87% of the world sucks, you're not going to get one.
No, but this is the thing.
You're not going to give you one.
I can say that because there's nothing you can take away from me. What are you going to do? You're going to say I can't do stand-up in strip malls anymore? That's usually the punishment. So the genius. I was making fun of the military, you know, which you can't do now. Like we totally went from Vietnam, all the hippies being like, hey man, you're like a baby killer, man, to like now you got to give like a standing ovation when they walk over to Delta. You know what I mean? You know, show that you're not in ISIS. Like I don't know what you have to be doing. Like thank you.
There was a lot coming from the Hillary Clinton camp that Trump is bad for children. And they had a lot of ads that said, you know, children are watching this guy.
Oh, we all know
talk.
that children 5 and 6 years old are always tuning into the debates. Taking notes. That's what I did when I was a kid. I'll never forget that. You never saw Weird Science, how creepy these nerds are? All these cameras on your phone, all of that. Do people go on Ancestry.com? Why would you send your saliva into the internet? Why would you do that? Why don't you just go to the Illuminati and help them build your robot replacement? It's the millennials. You're a bunch of rats. All you're doing is trying to get people in trouble. That's all you're doing, taking pictures and recording people. He said this, but did you really mean that?
Well, what did you say about the military that got people so mad? Or this one guy so mad?
I was just saying, like, yeah, the guy who flies the fighter jet, okay, and has missiles shot at him, that guy's a hero. However, if you're the guy that, like, points in the direction that the plane takes off in...
So does your wife watch any of these games with you? Does she?
No, she has the female, complex, multitasking brain. That's why they can't be happy. They just always, they're like, what is that lizard that can look at two things at once? That's what they're like. So you got to figure out a way to like thin out the herd, and it's too late. No, these are the hard decisions that are going to have to be made.
We're here to hear about some hard choices.
Yeah. So you know how I would do it?
What?
I would randomly sink cruise ships. Now they're going after like 100-year-old guys. My question is, when are they going to go after the whores? Right?
What?
Why are you looking at me like you don't know what whores are?
Divorce.
Oh, divorce. I thought you said the horse.
No, I said whores.
Jesus.
You're both wrong. I said whores.
Oh, whore.
Horse. Wait a minute. Andy and I, this has
Horse.
never happened before where you and I both misunderstand.
Yeah. That's what killed me when Bruce became Caitlyn. That was like a national news story, like at a ridiculous level. He should have given us a chance to say goodbye. I watched him on the Olympics. I watched him on Chips. I watched him on that horrible show my wife watched where he just walks around in the background. And it's just like, that's what I've learned.
Oh, God.
You know what makes women happy? Nothing. Nothing makes them happy, and that is why they are slowly taking over the NFL, because it annoys them that we can just sit there with like a pizza and a drink, like that's not holding, and just be like and enjoy ourselves. And then also you can't tell other people's kids not to do stuff.
Right.
So you got to kind of like be loudly like, hey, he's climbing up on the utility pole, and kind of hope that somebody does something. Well, back in the day, you could yell at people's kids, and I think that needs to come back, and that's what's holding back this country.
Yeah. 20 years, you work your way up to the front, and now still they won't let you.
Yeah, now that fat guy's considered disabled because he can't stop eating cookies. So he gets on. Look at everybody groaning. 90% of the world is starving to death. That guy. Eat a salad and get on the treadmill like the rest of us. We're all working out. What is the problem? The only thing I didn't like was that shot where he was playing hoop.
Yeah, it went viral, I think. He was playing basketball and he took a shot and went in.
He was playing with his black friend that he's paying to lose. Dude, I'll tell you right now, go do a show. Third show Saturday night in a comedy club. I'm telling you, you get an unhappily married woman in an undersexed marriage after a couple of drinks. I'm telling you, cover your junk, because she's coming full court press.
You're having a full-on breakdown.
I am not. You're just not listening.
I am listening to every word.
Didn't she, for the first 5 years, have like midgets who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend? And she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, but she didn't have the power to say no, so she wrote it out. And then when she could make a good decision, she did a show. But she stood on the heads of those little people for 5 years until she got... And then she's sitting there across from this guy like, so how could you? You know exactly what he's doing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Are you getting into the holiday spirit? We're getting close. Christmas coming up. Get excited? Come on.
Yes, I am. I actually like the holidays, and Thanksgiving is my favorite because you just get to eat and that type of thing. But I don't know. I don't like that Black Friday type of stuff. It just freaks me out. Makes me sad for Americans watching them getting trampled. You know?
Yeah. You don't like.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Why wouldn't you just admit that you can't afford it at regular prices? Come back the next day. Come back the next day like a gentleman. Just walk in there, pick out what you want, and if your kids get less, they get less. That gives them drive. You know, rich kids just sit around, you know, doing blow, sitting in Ferraris. They don't do anything. It's the poor kids that they make stuff happen. So yeah, you don't get trampled grabbing your wig, you know, suspenders flying off. It's so sad. To do what? Get an above-ground pool for $30 off? There is nothing in Walmart worth getting trampled over. There's nothing. It's processed meat. Processed meat, clothes, all of it. You're gonna get trampled. Like, make it like a high-end store. Like, I don't even know where. There's nothing worth getting trampled. It just makes me depressed.
Yeah.
That you would do that. And people sit out for like weeks.
There's a week.
They don't even go to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like they're on their cell phone and their mom's crying. I just think you'd want to spend it with us. And you're sitting out there in that parking lot, feeling those people breathing down the back of your neck, just going like, knowing who you're gonna elbow. It's just the saddest.
There are women that waited 22 days at Best Buy. They waited 22 days.
And what did they get? What do you think they got?
I don't know.
They got trampled.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're going to go there, you don't want to be at the front of the line. You want to be about 40 deep. And I figure you pop out of the line and you wait till that first wave or two falls down. And then you go over the top like Walter Payton back in the day. Roll out of it. But even then, you got to know where to go in the store. Like, where is the thing that is on sale, right? Where are those mint Milano cookies or whatever they have that you're going to make a beeline for? On that linoleum floor, you're going to blow out at eat. It's the saddest thing. It's one year what people should do. You know, like Richard Branson, one of these hot air balloon rich guys, you should just like float in over them right before it and just start dropping everything that they want. But even then, they would start stampeding. Like, no matter how many hot air balloons he had.
No, it's a bad idea. You don't want billionaires in hot air balloons dropping toasters on people. That's a stupid idea.
You have like a little parachute. All right, gift certificates. Huh?
A roll.
No, I'm bald.
No.
I'm going bald.
I know, but but you still had some stuff, residue of hair.
Residue?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had residue. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You could have done
I
a Chernobyl thing that you were doing, but yeah, but you didn't. You just had to shave it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Are we going right now?
No, we don't. There's no rules. But I'm just asking you a question.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to answer.
I understand that, but why are you? Your head looks like Darth Vader when he took his fucking helmet off. Remember that when he was just all fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Is that the? That's fine. You're Bill Burr, but.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead. I just
process of you coming out of the gate shitting on me.
Yeah.
You know, when you start to lose your hair, you got three options.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
and there's subsets to all of them.
All right.
Okay, you can do the Rogaine, the hair plugs,
Right.
a system, a fucking all of that. Propecia, a fucking, they glue some shit on your head.
Right.
They take some of your pube hair and you get an afro.
Yeah.
Or you can just sort of let it happen.
Which you were doing, which I was like, that's the dope way to do it.
Oh, I'm glad I had your approval. Or you can just say fuck it
Yeah.
and do what I did. So I just said fuck it.
Okay.
But what if
And I do. Like, I love how you came at me aggressive, and now you're going. You got your those little panda hands.
I was.
up.
I love how you attacked my little panda hand.
That's
But
what you look like. You look like a little panda.
I know. I was just because when you took your hat
like
off.
a little adolescent bear.
I was actually texting with Bill when I was, I was going through my recent problems. You know,
What, when you were coming blood?
no,
Gun in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
no when
He was. He started spewing blood a little bit.
trouble. They call me Yanni Nets on the show because they feel like we
he's
got to put
passing out.
nets behind because I keep almost passing out on stage.
We'll have those nets out November 9th, Gramercy Theater.
Yeah, we'll put the nets out,
Yeah.
or Mike Emoji behind me in case I fall after
Mike-
his set.
yeah.
he'll be So I told
Mikey
you,
Pillows.
I passed. And Comedy Connection, I canceled my whole weekend. I got off stage. I was doing.
Yeah, I had to call your wife.
Yeah, and I was still struggling with this when I was doing Mohegan Sun at Comics.
Yeah.
and I spoke to Bill, and it was just so nice to speak to somebody older and And
Anytime he goes, he's lying.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. What do you?
I don't know what that is.
It means you're older,
Older,
and
wiser.
been there.
Further ahead in the career. Let's be
A lot
clear.
further.
Let's be clear.
Kid moves fucking
I mean,
tickets.
the kid's fucking barely selling out bananas.
Yeah, I sold it out once, and I haven't been since I put down the wig. I haven't been asked back.
I got asked to give money back to cops in San Francisco. That's how bad I did.
Oh, I got sent home. I got sent home. Punchline Sacramento. I just, hey, Bill, come on in the
That's what I'm
office.
there
I'm
this
like,
weekend.
oh, they're really impressed with my new hour. They're like, yeah, Bill, Sunday ain't happening. We're gonna send you home. How would you like to get on a plane right after your show? I got one of those.
Yes. Yeah.
I got demoted from headliner down to feature act the first time I headlined at the Trop in fucking Vegas. The chick I was seeing, I flew her out to see me my big headlining. Oh yeah. And the way you love a child and your idea what they are, I mean, give the guy a minute to fucking process it. Where it's just like, if I just met that person and they said, hey, hi, I'm transitioning, blah, 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 I could, okay, cool, whatever. But then, then there's other levels. If I worked with you for fucking 5 years and all of a sudden you, Joey, were becoming Josephina, there's going to be a period of what? What the and this all the conversation we have and how did I never see that? Blah, blah, blah. Wherever you are on that whole spectrum of dealing with it is what you should be allowed to go through. I mean, the guy is not like, he's not there yet. And I just don't see how putting the guy in prison is going to solve, like he's going to go to jail and be like, oh, now I'm open-minded.
Now I got it.
Now I'm empathetic. I get it. There's something about coming in here and having to make a shank out of my toothbrush and try not to get raped in the ass that I now understand this.
There's an idea.
The chocolate one and then do the green one.
I
and
will.
Then you'll be fine.
I'm excited.
I will.
Yeah.
But you gotta not
dude,
order.
I'm telling you, then you
I'm
just start,
excited for
if you
that
start
smoothie
eating well,
Next-
the fat has nowhere to hide. It just doesn't. It
right.
just it's just over.
All right, you come back on this show, and I'm gonna be skinny, and I'm gonna call it the Bill Burr. Ethan's no longer fat.
No, here's the thing. I gave you literally. I just scraped the surface. Okay, and what you want to do is get a nutritionist. Do not listen to your listeners who's going to be actually doing these studies about almond milk and all, and there's going to be a zillion things.
So you're
That's why I got a nutritionist, because if you go on and you try to learn yourself on the internet and you don't know what you're doing, just the first 3 pages are all dominated by evil food people, where it's just like, no, you're not getting away, and it's just and then it's like trying to give money to a charity.
Right,
How the fuck
right.
do I know that this is a legit one?
That's so true.
How do I know? And it's just so
okay. I think I do need to get a nutritionist,
I agree.
but I tried a diet where I got a personal trainer, and she's like, I want you to eat high-fat ground beef, cheese, avocado. I was like, are you sure this is going to make me lose weight?
yeah. That what and then
It's
what?
like, it's like the no.
Yeah,
well,
you shit out of fucking.
I was like,
what's your block?
I was like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, it's like
what is
all
that?
of
That's the
The keto style.
I think that what they do is a lot of those personal trainers, what they have is they have down to a formula how to have you do a Biggest Loser weight drop and how to quickly just cut things down and look amazing, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't I really.
That's
It's
not
not healthy.
sustainable.
Yeah.
You can't. That's not.
Yeah.
She scared the hell out of me when she was like,
Everything you just said, I'm like, how is this going to move through my body?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the lubricant? Where is the
right.
what is going to get me? Oh, well, you drink a stick of butter. Okay. And I know there's a lot of lies about nutrition, but that just goes too far.
Yeah, I think we all can understand.
Just take
that
a handful of raw bacon and dunk it in butter juice and then suck that down. It's just like, all right. You sure? Everything was a lie that you were told. It's just like, all right. It's just like, this is either 100% right or I'm going to Jonestown. So that might, and I don't know anything about that diet, but I found what I've been doing has been working from you.
Okay,
so
I like
try it out.
Yeah.
It's
Get
the
yourself a
being a
nutritionist.
healthy, reasonable human being diet.
Where it's like, so I could, I was 19, I was freshman, sophomore, so I was acting like an idiot. Would
Also
pull up-
doing a couple cycles of Winstrol.
Yeah,
at
I was
that
on
time.
Winstrol at the time.
Yeah, he did a couple cycles.
It's what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So
Low steroids.
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't
yeah,
know what that was.
yeah. So-
Steroids for basketball?
Yeah.
Well, just you could move. I mean, I could just, I could tomahawk dunk. I was just like being an athlete. Basketball was such a huge part of my life that my friends, when I do comedy, if they, do something with comedy, my friends from home.
Wait,
they
you
came-
couldn't dunk and then you took roids and then you could?
No, I always could. Well, I couldn't always. I started being able to dunk when I was like 16. I did Winstrol once for like 6 weeks, so it was a small part of it.
You did a cycle.
I did a cycle.
cycle.
Just one cycle.
Yeah.
Happens. And to be honest with you, when I did that cycle, I was my junior year in college. It was my worst year because I was dealing with a lot of anxiety and all bullshit from
Did your balls
Side
shriveling up?
yeah, all that.
You could go between the legs a little easier that year.
Yeah, my balls
With the
were shriveled.
anxiety.
But it was just the way to communicate.
I
in my
love that
neighborhood.
you felt at Division III. I got to get on roids. I need a competitive edge here.
Yeah.
We got to beat LaSalle Academy next week.
Yeah.
When you can talk about, can you believe this guy said that about someone on a podcast? And it just becomes like,
you know.
Yeah, my
Right,
rule
3 days.
became you guys don't have this luxury. You have to like have discipline and like do jokes, and those are going to involve the rest of the world. But my rule became, because I'm babbling, I had to go, okay, it's at the end of my nose where all the, I can confess, I can talk about anything. It's not going to be clickbait if I talk about sticking stuff up my butt when I'm jerking off, or like.
What do you stick in your butt when you jerk off?
You
can't brush over that. Yeah, bad
scripts he didn't like.
People's dreams.
People's dreams. I'm really fancy. I'm like a Sam Shepard play.
Do you take those little brass clips out of there before you do it, or is that an added Christmas bonus for you?
People's dreams.
Yeah.
A Sharpie pen, Jim Norton. A Sharpie pen. Like,
have you really?
Yeah, I tried it because I read a Playboy article about the prostate getting stimulated and stuff, and so I tried a Sharpie pen. But and then
you
I
put some hand sanitizer on it or something first, or just find a pen and put
I
it up
thought
there?
that pen is the thing that got dirty, not me.
Cap on or cap off?
It was the end. That's why I picked it. 'Cause I was
Shit like an
well, this is-
octopus afterwards.
I don't want that.
Where'd it go?
Squirting ink.
The cap is designed to be like a grappling hook. You wouldn't want to actually put that up there. Like,
just hooks on.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you always learn. That's why
It's
you
like
got to
a
come out to
harpoon.
LA, Jim. You got to learn shit out here.
But
So a pen, did you like it or did you not like it?
well, it was fine enough. I mean, something in your butt is better than something not in your butt,
Sure.
I guess, is what we find out. But the problem is it worth, like, then you finish orgasming and you're,
You got to go back to Staples.
and now I'm like, now
it's
you
4:30. There's traffic.
They have to gingerly pull a pen out of your asshole. You're like, that wasn't worth it.
Well, they all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I fucking Bill.
I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
immediately noticing that I don't know about the chain if it's
Yeah.
thick enough to be
Yeah.
that level of confidence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's-
but when
That's
the,
more of a necklace.
when the chain's out,
That's
I
he
just
has on a fat chick ankle bracelet around
Yeah,
his
I-
fucking neck.
no,
Yeah.
I say guy when the chain's out.
Yeah, when it
Okay.
chains out. Yeah, but he does make a good point. It's not
It's
really
not-
a chain. It's more of an ankle bracelet on a big
Well,
girl.
yeah, my kid's mom was like, "Why are you wearing women's jewelry?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Shut up."
But here's the thing: his mom bought him for that, and he for high school, and then he found it in his room and
Yeah.
he put it back on.
My-
I'm saying his face; it's too much Guido when it comes out.
No, you know what it is? You've aged past that chain where it becomes a necklace. If you're like
Right.
18, I get it. This is his first
Right.
one.
Yeah.
A relative bought it for him.
Yeah.
Start singing a song right there. That would have been perfect.
You think so?
The Louis Changed the World song.
I had this really bad habit from just growing up in the 70s in the Midwest. Like when I was in the edit bay working on Community as late as 2010, I would say, take that back. See this thing. That's gay. Get rid of that. Like I was still doing that. I kind of had to like. There was a sea change during these last like 5 years. Like I like had to and then I found out what it was is I shouldn't be saying that anyway, but I found out the editor was gay, and
boy.
realized I had been nonstop using that word just to mean like
Lame.
dumb,
Lame, stupid.
retarded,
Stinks,
you know.
yeah.
And then I apologized to him, and then the way he accepted the apology broke my heart because it was like he was like, yeah, that word just reminds me of a lot of stuff, you know. And it was like, oh god, like that really
the
like
thing
woke me
about
up.
gay though, it's like it used to mean happy, and I was really happy, right?
Sure.
And you never heard them complain when it got hijacked. Like the really happy people didn't like protesting. People like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That word used to mean we're really enjoying our day. Well, you guys turn around and
And brutal are those piano solos. For guys like you and me to sit, like when you see people in tuxedos, I was talking about on the podcast last week, people in tuxedos and they're sitting there and they're watching some dude on a violin or like a piano solo and they're making believe like they're into it. You're not into it. You cannot be into it.
You can
There's
be,
no
but
fucking
like
way.
it's the scene that you shouldn't be into. But listening to a musician playing any instrument at the top of their game, I could listen to that all day long.
Oh, so
I'm
could
not
I.
going to sit there with ruffles on with a big fan myself.
Right, and going, you know, like that
I'm
shit.
still going
and
to
you
dress
were-
like the yeah. I'm going to take out my lighter.
Yeah, like you came out and said, if I listen to the guitar, the piano solo, I die, whatever the fuck. I was rolling when I saw that Monday morning. I lived for that shit. People
that
don't know
Grammy
that.
thing?
The Grammy thing. I was
yeah.
fucking Bill, you have just been the thing about that they
I wasn't saying that was a bad piece of music. It was just a
No.
hell of a fucking thing to have to go like. That's the comedy thing, and like we're all out here. because all those babies died, and we're gonna raise money tonight. All right, your first comedian. It's just like, dude, what the fuck? We know why we're here. You're killing me.
Well, you're in therapy. That's a good fucking thing. But
Yeah.
what I did find out with therapy is if you're just going in there and emptying your brain every week, but you're not actually working on it, it would be like sitting down and talking about working
With
and
your
then
trainer.
never going to the gym.
No, I'm like 12-step program. I like do the whole deal.
Okay.
Doing the whole thing.
All right.
It's like exercise. You got to do it every day. You release your resentments every night. I write out who I'm mad at and who I'm holding resentment towards on my little app.
How's it working
It's
out?
it's going pretty well.
You are fucking wound tight. You are fucking. You know what? I never noticed. I don't think I hung out with you because we're always at the fucking store and we
You
talked
don't
for
know
like
this
10
about
minutes.
me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would not want to make you mad.
No. Benton had to see it.
I had a buddy of mine the other day. He's one of these guys all the time is saying, Bill, that's not, Trump isn't racist or fucking, that thing where that guy went in and shot those Asian women or people at the
massage parlor.
at the spa. Yeah. I don't think it was racially motivated. It's just like, I was just like, all right, dude. It's just like, do you understand how funny it is that you're going to tell a race of people that you're not what their feelings should be? Like, I always love the white guys going, yeah, Trump isn't racist. It's just like, so somehow all of those black people are getting their own experience wrong day to day. But you as a white person who has never been them and had to deal with a white guy like that, you have the inside scoop. And I think that that all people do that, including these so-called woke people.
Can I give you the prognosis of my asshole though first?
I would love to know about the prognosis of your asshole. I've heard enough election talk. Let's talk about your rectum.
So I mention it, right? And they go, "Oh, we got to go to the doctor." I went over there today, and my doctor, Dr. Kawashiri. Can I say his name?
You can. Well, you just did.
Yeah, you
did. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Don't bleep it.
Okay, I'll
He's
make
one of the best.
I'll make it louder.
Yeah, maybe maybe there's some promotion there for him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, maybe start.
Does he specialize in Asians?
I mean, with a last name like that.
You know what's weird? He could. He could because
I go to my doctor, Dr. O'Houlihan. He specializes in cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah. Maybe I should switch it up.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get a black doctor or something.
Yeah.
It seems.
Could you be a little more woke and maybe
yeah.
go to another race for your doctoring? All right.
So he goes. I tell him the problem. He goes, okay. So, Bobby, bend over. And I've never been like one to go, are you sure about bending over? Like, I'm like, me. I jump in. If there's a party, I'll jump in. So I bend over, take my pants off, obviously, right? And
what did you do first?
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. I think I fucking
I
bent
just thought
over.
that was going to get a laugh.
No.
I thought it was a ridiculous question. Josh, you're going to break it. He just goes, oh, that's interesting.
No.
I
But
thought that was just
interesting. Because
I can't believe you're going to answer this.
A normal person would have taken the pants off first and then bent over.
Yeah.
But what you just said was, I did bend over first and then took my pants off.
Wow.
Right?
Of course you did. That's so fucking weird. Oh my God.
And I bent over and there was that moment where the doctor goes, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
What are you doing? Right? And I go, I know how it works. This is the way I do it. Right? So I bent over. Then
I like it. You made it weird back.
Yeah. I reversed it on
You
him.
took control of the weirdness. I like it. Now he's weirded out.
Right. And he goes,
what are you waiting for, big boy?
Wait. 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Yeah, he
man,
does.
I should have stayed in that bitch. I had a pair of 6.
I had a pair of 7s.
These bastards.
You want? Yeah, you want
2, 4,
vodka?
7. Yes,
What do you want?
please.
What do you want?
Vodka.
Oh, I got a deal though, right?
Yeah. Oh, you got a deal.
Wait, can I deal for him if he makes me a drink?
What do you
What
want?
kind you want?
Send this deck
I
over
want
to Quick.
a whiskey.
Hey, Morgan, you want Red Bush? Swear to God, that's the name of it.
Is that what it is?
Swear to God.
Yeah, it's
All right.
Red
You
Bush.
wanted vodka?
Yes, please.
You know, I was reading a little bit about you, and it says that you have a tendency to kind of go with your first thought
Yeah,
because reading makes you sleepy.
that's right.
And my first thought is this is the best week to be here, the week before the Super Bowl.
That is so true.
Before all the whores fly in, you know?
Yeah. But
Just want to get out.
Wow.
Just want to get out of here before that. What is true? This is like the Oscars for prostitutes.
Okay, all right.
This entire week.
Let's remember we're G-rated here, folks. All right, so we're going to go back to a safer subject because, as you know,
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
this is National Blueberry Pancake Day.
By the way, I was in the doctor's office this morning. I'm fine, but just FYI, little medical note. I had black poo.
Black or bloody?
Well,
Black
that's the
is bloody.
Black is
unless
bloody.
you
That's a good-
unless you ingest bismuth, which is in Pepto-Bismol, then you're
Over the weekend, I had black poo.
or iron.
Yeah, and
Wait a minute.
yeah.
So if somebody said I had blood in my stool, they don't actually see blood; they see it's black.
Right. So the higher up in your GI,
Wait,
the blacker
wait.
it is.
What sort of background do you have?
I was a nurse.
Oh, okay. So
wow,
wow. Because you really came off like I was like. No, this happens a lot on podcasts. All of a sudden, I'm listening to a comedian like telling me how my liver works. I'm just like, wait a minute, who the fuck are you again? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so you're a nurse. All right.
Yeah.
Tell them
so
about.
it was. So the higher up on your GI that the bleeding happens, let's say it's in your
Don't
stomach.
talk shop. What's GI?
Gastrointestinal.
Gastrointestinal. Okay.
Yeah. The
They
higher
talk
up
to
there.
a pilot.
Just kind of went in that direction. But you actually grew up outside of Boston, right? Yeah, I grew up in Linfield when I was really little, and then from about 1976 on, I lived in Canton, Mass.
Ah, very nice. I'm also from Massachusetts.
Oh, all right.
Not that you care, but I just wanted to let you know
Yeah, I mean,
that.
we're not going to hang out or anything.
Yeah, I know. There's absolutely no shot of that. That much I know.
All right, tak.
Varsågod.
Here the goo. Here the do.
What do you say?
Heard the do.
Heard to do.
Heard the do. Is that how they say how are you?
Of course.
Brah. That's all I got.
Welcome to Sweden.
Well, thank you. Thank
You
you
have
for
been here
having me.
before, right?
Yes, I have. I came here in August of 2009. My first time ever coming to Sweden. And I got to tell you, I got to go with Hitler on this one. You guys are some good-looking sons of bitches. Yes.
Do you see him?
Yeah, that's the. Oh, that's one of the founding fathers. Who said that all men are created equal as long as they're white. Right? Isn't that what it is? One of those guys?
No, it's not. It's
Wasn't
the
he on
Quaker Oats man.
I thought
all
that
right?
was the
And we have, I think,
Bicentennial Fruit Loops guy.
No, it's not. But speaking of that, let's see. Do we have another one, or is that it?
Oh, that is Johnny Mathis. It looks like the cover of that Christmas album he had. No?
Sorry.
It's like, where were all those racists the last two election when they could have voted against a black guy? They were fine with that, but this white woman is going to take my jet skis, right? I love this dude texting for the entire interview. It's just trying to keep the attentions of millennials. It's like impossible. Look at him. He's already got the chains. He's probably got his own record label. He's like making deals as we speak. He's got championship rings on. I don't know what you're doing, dude, but I want your life, man. You're crushing it. So are you in the process? I cannot get comfortable in this fucking chair. This is just like one of the worst things. This should be like in a museum, is like the prototype. This is what... This was the awful level of comfort. We went from a log to this, and then eventually they got cushions.
You know, that's you. That's the dark side of you that you didn't want to say something nice. I get it. But me, I'm sort of the Jimmy Fallon, the sports guy.
This is your inner child, and your mother didn't hug you, and now you're putting it on me because I didn't give you a compliment at the right thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to go first in the compliment game. So what are you saying? I always have to go first? That's kind of egotistical.
It's nice
isn't
if
it?
you go first
Oh,
for
okay.
a change.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I said nice things last time about you. You could have said that last time you were here when you were hungover. F is for family this Friday.
Laura Dern, Sam Rockwell, Justin Long.
Look at you.
David Koechner.
Look at you.
That's right. That's
Look
right.
at
Got
you.
some big names.
Heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters. Swinging the pipe.
Bill Burr doing big boy things.
Look at him.
Look
All
at
dressed
you.
up doing the town.
Look at you. We'll take a break here. Thank you, Billy.
Thank you, Dan. You know what? I love your glasses.
Thank you, Bill.
See, that was first. Now you're supposed to say something about my jacket. It's from the Han Solo collection.
But you have to. We always fight. We fight often.
No, because I go on stage and then you try to correct my jokes.
I don't try to correct
Yeah, you
your
do.
jokes.
You're like, but what
Sometimes-
if you said if the woman did this because of this? And
That was one time, and I admit I was being aggressive.
Micro.
It was a microaggression.
Microaggressive, yeah.
Sometimes I read interviews with you, and you talk about everything you hate, and if you added it all up, you would get me. But somehow we love each other. Am I correct in saying that? I think that you love me. Because every time we fight, as I'm driving home, I get a text from you that says, you know I love you, right? And I go, yeah, I love you too.
That isn't me. I've never said, you know,
Are you fucking serious?
Well, my memory isn't good, but I don't remember doing that.
I'll show you.
What, you save
I
them?
can't believe you're... No, texts just exist. Yeah, I press save on my text. What kind of phone do you have?
No, I like delete them after a while. What are you saving it for?
You delete texts?
Yeah.
Oh, I never do because all our friends die and then it's all you have left.
How many have you had?
Die?
I'm up. I counted.
I have a huge list.
I'm 30. 30.
Yeah.
Get something funny out of that.
That's what you do. I'm not.
This phone, I swear to God. Dude, the day Jesus comes back, if he ever does, if he's even a real person, like 90% of people are going to miss it. They're going to walk right. He's going to be walking on water and they're immediately walking by him. They're not even going to see it. Oh, yeah, and there's a drop-off in fame for Jesus at that point. Everyone was paying attention. Now no one gives a shit. Oh, there we go. No, but now this is like the ego one. Now I'm going to be sitting above you.
Yeah,
you got to come with two. It's fine. It's fine. Sir, the one comedy through line that's working here is me shitting on this chair. Why would you take that from me? You're just totally going against the grain. I understand it. But you got on camera, so I think you get paid, even though this is online.
And he also had a zillion kids, so I mean, yeah.
Really? How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will
Yeah,
somehow
by all means,
compromise
keep
your
talking
privacy.
about it. Is there any way you can cut this out? I'm honest, dude. Like,
Seriously?
Yeah, no, dude. There's fucking lunatics out there.
Okay. Whoa.
Off the air, I'll cut.
All right.
Jeez. I love how surprised he is. Jeez.
Well,
There's
you can mention the amount.
There's absolutely crazy people out there.
Okay, yeah. No. Whew. All right. I don't know why that got so flat on my part.
So your Christian background is part of the show. Or at
Yes,
least
and
two
I wanted
episodes.
to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
So did you feel
that's
you were
probably
being
some-
disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen,
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what?
Where
Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
all right, I'm not totally following.
The Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Ben Mankiewicz from Turner Classic Movies, and from comedy, it's Bill Burr. Hey, Bill, how are you?
How are you? How's it going?
That's going.
Who am I looking at? This is
going
weird. I
good.
can see myself there.
See that? You're looking at the right. You're looking. Just look at me.
I
Talk
just
to
got
me.
back from a remake of the new $6 million Man episode. Look at this.
Is that what you look?
Breakdancer or something. It's terrible. Be honest with you, whatever I'm looking at, I forgot. I didn't forget. I thought it was at 1:30. It's actually at 11:30.
So that's why you didn't have time to look pretty?
Yeah, that's why. I got my hat on. I don't want people thinking that I'm disrespecting your show. Look at you guys. You're all dressed up. Got your jacket on. This is all official.
It's all right.
I should be the guy in the field that they interviewed. Well, we do have an eyewitness. It was a 4-door sedan. That's how I'm dressed. Right.
No, I just wear the jacket to cover my hump. That's the only reason.
Oh, that's all right.
Otherwise,
Hey, I wear the hat to cover the bald spot.
Oh.
We're all doing our things.
You're not doing the Propecia?
No. Why would you do that? You think you're not... Okay, the hair's not going to fall out. Then what? It attacks my liver?
What am I going to want when I'm 80? To be able to do this or to have this thing working?
That's exactly. I started taking it. It works, obviously, but I had
Jimmy asked the same question, just has a different answer. He gave up the liver.
I gave up the liver.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, they'll be able to figure it out in 20 years, right? I'll be able to put me up to a machine or something, or Mickey Mantle. I don't know. They'll figure it out.
You gotta shake.
Mickey Mantle's fine. Yeah.
You got to shake a lot of hands to get up that liver list.
Yeah. You got to get on top of the
You're gonna have
donor.
to tone down your act, man. If you're gonna need some friends, a couple of senators. Trooper.
I'm gonna stop making fun of Dr. Oz, and he's gonna get me in. But
I'm just waiting for the pill.
What do you mean? What pill?
I
got the pill. Propecia.
No, the one pill. You just throw it in. But the side, you got to pay somehow. I feel like you're gonna feel like your head's on fire for 90 seconds. So they just strap you down, and they just go, "Hey, ready? Wait. Okay, do it." You just, and then you come out, and then you have to go into therapy.
I'd much
to deal with that level of pain. You shake for like 3 days, but you just have a cough that would make.
I'd rather get it over with, right? I'd rather just have it be horrible instead of not be like everything happened to me, right? So I started losing my train of thought. That happened. My balls started hurting, and
From Propecia.
From Propecia. In fact, I Googled my balls hurt, which is how I found out.
That's what they say really quick at the end of the commercial, right? And then your balls hurt.
You might figure we're talking about your balls might hurt. Bye. You may experience sudden ball pain.
Yeah.
I did. I thought I went to my doctor. I don't have cancer. All right, it's good. All right. But I did. I went and I ended up in a Propecia chat group, and that's where all these
pulling the hair from your crotch.
You went into a,
That's what it is, right out through the
it
top.
takes
of
it
your
right
head.
off of my sack and puts them up here.
You went into a Propecia chat group?
Yes.
Really?
And because when I Googled my balls hurt, then I'm like, oh, I have that. So I had to stop taking it, but it's still kind of hanging on. So I'm happy.
That is a depressing chat group. That is not a bunch of guys sort of celebrating life there.
Yeah. You know what's scary though is as you type in Propecia and you type in my and just the B of balls and it just goes balls hurt. Click. Yeah, see, so that's the thing. Look, I mean, what are you trying to do? You're going to try to be on People magazines?
You know what? I'm married and everything. Who cares, right?
Who cares?
Who cares? You're right. I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, and you don't want to be on that sexiest list, man. Those are the people that go, man, what happened to him?
I don't want to have one of those problems where you get too much pussy. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
No, I got to tell you though, it's fantastic. just so you know.
Being on the sexiest list?
How is the hair? I mean, come on, it's fucking glorious.
No, I know. I that's why I'm willing to have my balls. All right, so here, let's get to
Not worthy of protecting. Just entered the Oval Office. Not worthy of protecting. So, anyways, there's been the Me Too movement has happened since the last time I was here. Well, no, it had to happen. Jesus Christ! But I think it's dying down. I don't know. I think they got everybody. Right? Just judging by the stories, I feel like they kind of got everybody. Because the first stories that came out, they were fucking unbelievable. It was just guys taking their dicks out at work, like, look at it, look at it. Fucking blocking doors and jizzing on plants. You're fucking at home watching, Jesus Christ, people did this shit? I remember this one poor woman said she was a PA, went into some director's trailer, and he allegedly came running out, masturbating vigorously while holding a shrimp cocktail. I swear to God. I know that's fucked up, but I gotta tell you something. It's a little bit funny that she felt the need to use the adjective vigorously after she said he was masturbating. He was masturbating vigorously. I'm thinking in my head like, as opposed to what? As far as I know, there is only one successful way to perform that act, and that would be vigorously. Is there another way to do it? Can you do it passively? Is that how Sting does it? Is that how he's able to fuck for hours and hours? Fans a little air on it, he puts on fields of gold, just lets that thing rise up, just letting it marinate, right? Yeah, so the stories were big in the beginning, like, oh my God, what a bunch of fucking animals. And then they just started tapering off. And about, 6 months in, they just sounded like bad dates. It was like, he was 10 minutes late, the chicken was cold, I think I was raped, career over. What about my side of the story? Fuck your side of the story. You have a dick and balls. We don't want to hear it. Yeah. It's really weird how the whole thing, it went from like nobody listening, men not listening to women at all, to just this total overcorrection that anything they fucking said means it happens, you know? They got these hashtags like, you know, believe women. Believe women, right? It's a little open-ended, huh? Just straight across the fucking board. All of them. Every last fucking one of them. What about the psychos? What about the ones that key your car and light your shit on fire because you didn't fucking answer a text? What about them? Huh? How about you believe like 88% and that last 12% that's out of their fucking minds? You know, I think that's a fair percentage, wouldn't you? No? Are you too afraid to not believe? No, that's the world we're fucking living in right now. No, everything has just become fucking absolutes in the States. It's fucking nuts. Like that Colin Kaepernick guy, right? You knew when he was like protesting during the national anthem, no one was gonna listen to what the fuck he had to say. No matter how much he explained it. He goes, I'm taking a knee during the national anthem. This is a protest about police brutality, the way people of color are treated. We'd like to open a dialogue. He got about halfway through that. People are like, my brother's fighting in Iraq, you fucking piece of shit! And it's just like, buddy, nobody is saying your brother isn't in Iraq fighting. You're not listening. This is about police brutality. My brother's a firefighter. He watched 9/11 on television. No, buddy. Nobody's saying that your brother's not a firefighter. I got a bone spur in my heel. I can still stand up during the fucking song. Buddy, nobody is saying you can't see a fucking podiatrist. All right? You're not listening. That's what it became. It went from not listening to women to just believe women, right? And then, you know, and then people just like, did you see that story? Did you read this story? You can't make something like that up. I always want to be like, well, did you see Star Wars? I mean, somebody made that up. They made like fucking 15 of them, you know? People can make shit up, right? You're part of the fucking problem. Get the fuck out. No means no. That's another one. No means no. It's like, no, it doesn't. All right? Look, no means no. No, that means no, all right? But no, stop it. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're being so bad. Stop it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people, right? But then you go to court and you get a bad read and there's some guy reading it. Your Honor, she said no. Stop it. What are you doing? You're being so bad. Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, she didn't fucking say it like that. She didn't say it like that. Yeah. So now everybody's just like scared shitless. You know? Because I guess if women ran the world, there'd be no war. Evidently, there'd be no due process either. So you just gotta sit there going, No, it's fucking nuts. People are so scared now. You have the male feminist. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Just out of nowhere. Last couple years, I'm a male feminist. I've always championed women. No, you haven't. You haven't. This shit came out and you're fucking scared. You did something. You had some fucking titties. What the fuck did you do that you have to overcorrect that fucking hard? What kind of a man who still has his balls is walking around saying that he's a male feminist? I'm a male feminist. I totally see the way you see the fucking world. It's impossible as a man who was raised right. To be a feminist. You can't do it. You're a man. Look, you can agree with it, you can empathize, sympathy, you can do all of that shit, but you can't be it any more than I can stand here and just be like, I'm a Black Panther. Fight the power. And then I walk out the door, a blue-eyed white dude, and I get to live that fucking life, right? I don't know, ladies. I don't buy it. Maybe you do, I don't. Anytime I hear a guy say I'm a male feminist, I always just think that is the most pathetic, limp dick way ever to try and get some pussy, right? Like that is literally the fucking game you had when you were on a first date when you were 16, you were all nervous and your whole game plan was just agree with her, maybe she'll touch it. So So, what are your favorite bands? I like whatever you like. Will you touch it now? Did I do it right? Yeah, it's a weird time right now. I'm glad that I'm fucking, married now. I don't gotta fucking deal with any of that shit. Younger guys, I don't know. How do you deal with it? Like, what was really fucked up in all of this now is what about women who like it rough, right? That doesn't happen here in the jolly old England, right? Not at all. Everybody gets all dead silent, big fucking elephant in the fucking room, right? Yeah. How the fuck do you... What's that? Ask for consent. Ask for consent? Doesn't that take the mood? Well, Jesus, that kind of took it in a weird way. Dude, whatever the fuck I was saying, however you heard it, that's not what the fuck I'm saying, all right? I really listened to this Me Too movement. I think for the first time in my life, I'm gonna ask for consent. I'm really gonna do it this time. I've been feeling... This is why you can't judge comedians. Do you understand this? Do you understand what the fuck I was saying and how this fucking jackass just heard it? The second it comes out of my mouth, it's not what I said anymore. It goes into your fucking ear hole and gets cut with your whole fucking childhood. Oh, this is what he means. Sir, if I could get along with my point, if you wouldn't mind that.